Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Carol Master along with Tim Stanovic live here at Bloomberg headquarters in New York City. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move. With us is Bloomberg News equities reporter Nora Melinda joining us here in studio. Dollar General, man, on a tear. How much is it up?
It's up about as much as 16%, up about 15% right now. It's the biggest gainer in the S&P 500 right now, best performing stock. And of course, this is after an increase. It boosted its annual guidance. And they're saying that this is due to them luring more higher income shoppers that are looking for deals. So they're also mentioning that their core customer base is feeling a bit financially strapped, but they're saying that they're able to actually entice those middle and higher income buyers that are looking for some deals there.
So maybe these buyers are leaving where they traditionally would shop, such as like a Target or something.
Right.
And trading down.
Yes. And that's essentially what they're saying here. And then also they're saying that they don't really expect to have much of an effect for tariffs, which of course is really huge. And that was really good news. They're saying they expect to mitigate a significant amount of the tariffs that are currently in place. And when you look at it against its peers, I mean, you have Dollar Tree, of course, that's also gaining off of this news. But I mean, we're looking at Dollar General up about 47% so far this year. And that's against Dollar Tree, which is up about 29% so far for the same period.
Carol, this is wild because we're seeing a lot of different signals being sent. We're seeing on some levels, the consumer is strong. On other levels, we're seeing, wait a second, even the consumers who traditionally would not shop at a store such as this are trading down and looking for deals. And that's essentially what the CEO said. They're looking for deals amid weakening sentiment.
Yeah, I find that interesting. Remember, we've talked about this in the past where we've seen kind of a wealthier consumer also, shopping at places where they look for a deal. We should point out, too, that Dollar Tree reports its results before the market opened tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Nora, the company also said about 25% of the retailer's customers have less income than they did last year. That's a survey that they did.
I mean, that's so interesting. And I'm curious, if you were to pop over there, is everything still $1? Or
no, definitely not. I can tell you that it's not.
We're pushing above now.
No, it's just called Dollar General.
Right.
Hey, stock's up almost 30% year to date. But again, a lot of that's probably because of today's move. Let's go to a big story of the day. One of the most read on the Bloomberg has to do with what's going on with nuclear stocks.
Yes. So we're seeing nuclear stocks that have been getting a pop today. I've pretty much got eyes on Constellation Energy. We did see it up as much as 9% earlier, but we are seeing it sharply paring its gains. When I last checked, it was in the red. But this is after Constellation Energy was in the news because it struck a deal with Meta Platforms. And some are saying that this deal could be bigger than the one that they had with Microsoft. So it's interesting that we are seeing the stock here in the red right now. But essentially, the AI boom is sending demand for nuclear power soaring. And this is a 20-year contract that they're going to be having here. It's expected to kick off in mid-2027. So lots to keep an eye on in this space. And I mean, if you look at the year-to-date performance, up 40%.
I love this story. I too was looking at the nuclear stocks group because some of the names held on to their gains.
Right.
But it was interesting to see Constellation Energy, which actually did the deal, rally and then pull off that level. So we're seeing it a little bit lower as we speak. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Broadcom because we're expecting to hear from the company this week.
Exactly. And as we're looking at shares today, they're hitting their highest intraday level ever. And this is after the company began shipping a new version of its data center switch chips. It's called the Tomahawk 6. And the new chip is expected to boost efficiency of AI accelerators. And they say that it can do the work of 6 previous versions. So it sounds like a pretty strong thing here that we have going. But customers are saying we'll pay about twice as much as the old one. That's nearly $20,000 a piece.
That's, of course, ticker AVGO, and Constellation is CEG as well. Interesting to see Broadcom having the buying lately.
Right. I mean, it's definitely interesting, especially when we're looking at a performance against a lot of its peers. I mean, of course, everyone's always has their eyes on NVIDIA when we think about those in the semiconductor space, and especially as people are really parsing through their earnings that they had last week. So lots to keep an eye on.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.